The sense of presence. The first of the essential accomplishments is the sense of presence. Most men today know nothing of their body except its needs and illnesses, and restrict their consciousness to the brain. The intellect, busy with daily cares, demands the right to decide all actions, even in physical, emotional, and spiritual matters, and never thinks of asking whether this demand is fair or merely arbitrary. The head is in such a whirl of thoughts that it can attend to nothing else, and if it takes any notice of the rest of the body, that is only for reasons of health, vanity, or sensuality. Man's higher being is regarded as an intruder, excluded from any vital contact, and requested to restrict its presence to the rare occasions set aside for it, if there are any. What are the consequences of this misdirection? When attention is fixed on any part of the body, that part becomes a magnet for energy. But intellectual attention carries back all sensation to the terminus in the brain, leaving the rest of the body emptied of awareness. For mental energy cannot enliven the other vital centers, so they remain flaccid and unable to attract their proper share of the subtle energy or vital fire. It is this energy, however, which revitalizes. It alone can give the vitality to overcome illness and even to arouse our higher perceptions. The greatest obstacle to its penetration throughout the body is the thought factory, whose infernal machinery drowns our sense of presence. This presence is the immanence of our true being, so in this sense one cannot speak of a presence except in a creature having in it something immortal, which is in man the higher consciousness. Since the consciousness has two aspects, the quote, I consciousness, or permanent witness, and the spiritual consciousness, or spiritual witness, we can also speak of two aspects of the presence. And so to have the sense of presence means to be aware of either one of the two, the personal presence or the spiritual presence. If both are united under control of the spiritual witness, then we have a real presence of the divine, a realization of our indestructible being, the Christ or Horus in us. The whole of this study has been a preparation for the achievement of this union, and all the effort given to it can find a direct response in the comfort of this presence, which, as soon as it even begins to manifest, is the best answer to the great question, what's the use? Learn to listen to its voice, and it will solve the problems of your life. It is your only reality, yet you stifle it by rationalizations and petty worries. This is the presence to which the sages and the evangelists refer when they speak of the need to be watchful, that the Master, when he comes, may not find the lamp unlit. Learn to watch, instead of accepting the illusions created by the agitation of daily life and the activity of the brain. For despite appearances, they will leave you in a state of slumber, unless your higher consciousness is awakened. But this watchfulness does not depend on will or reason. The aim is to experience life like a warm energy filling the whole body, as water fills a sponge. The aim is to be aware of the whole organism, and know it to be obedient to the discipline imposed by the conscious self. The aim is to accept the heart's arbitrament on all troubles caused by impulses of the personality. The aim is to keep your eye on the compass and hold the tiller steady, whatever the violence of the elements. Learn first to be the consciousness of your own machinery. Then feel in yourself the confidence of the crew in the captain's watchfulness. Finally become the captain's consciousness, silently detecting the least reactions of ship and crew. Then at last you will know the joy of escape. Certain henceforward of your direction, you can see your route disappear on the horizon, and the horizon lose itself in the sky, and you will become the consciousness of the infinite.